Okay, I'm back, and oof, that was a mess. I guess I should keep an eye on what Unity is doing, because it got really out of control. 13 gigabytes. I think last week that's what happened too, because I couldn't even get my terminals really to refresh. Everything was going wild. I don't know why that's happening. Hopefully, it's not something wrong in the project. But what what did I say I was gonna? We're gonna try and do like level progression, and then just maybe kind of check out the deep profiler and see if we're doing anything super bad, and then maybe do a build. Um, so let's make the player the business guy again. Which I think I just commented out. Where is he? Yeah. Okay, so start with business guy. And a couple weeks ago, I sort of exposed what I do. So make level, you got depth, dimension, dim, the size of the world, and entity count. Depth was sort of just like, I think that sort of dictated how hard the players could be. Like, let's go to where is that entity? Make something, make entity. So budget. Well, budget, I think just it's like budget is just the make sure you don't run into recursion problems. Like it's possible to have like it's like one of those like L system tree things where it's like okay, an arm could have like two attachments. Well, it's possible to have an arm that has two arms, which each have two. It just gets out of control. So I think that's what budget does. So like if if I set this up to like 20. Well, here let's see if I can roll like a crazy guy. That might not really. That kind of doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, you just want that to be. I mean, we can go back and say. Like, say this is like. I mean, it's been 100. We could just bump it up to 200 and just kind of doubt that that would ever happen. Um, but, okay, so the monsters. Okay, so this just makes sure that the monsters have at least one power. So, oof. What we want is, how does this work? If below, if or, actually, you should be able to write this in a single thing. Like above, and if this is like, let's say this is depth, right? Oh, where's my REPL? Wow, it's got some catching up to do. Jeez. Let's say, like, so say like, depth is like 10 and 1, 0 should be false, and 11 should be false. Yeah. Okay, so depth we want to be the sort of power limit. Also, now that I think about it, so this is going to generate, like, we might have to reconfigure this, because, like, we have an entity count, but, like, some of those are going to fail. Especially if, we have a, like, on the first level, and we only want, like, monsters that are, like, between 1 and 3 power, you're going to get a lot of failures, maybe? So what's a good idiom for doing that? Like, we know we want to call this. Let's just make a function. Monster of power P let M be the monster, and then if it's outside of these bounds, state M. Do destroy M and just recurse. Which could be bad, but I mean, we assume that we assume that there's always a chance to roll a monster that's within those power limits, and that'll happen before you hit like the a stack overflow or whatever. Or not stack overflow, a stack. I mean, recursion functions have like a maximum times they can recur, unless you're using like the special recur tail call. And if it is within those bounds, just return it. So let's try and if this is like really big, how much is that running? Just once. Oh, see here it ran 3 times, probably because it had 3 duds. Okay, I'm fine with that. So we don't need this. We don't need this do. So let monster probably bump this up. Because I mean, there's the map generation creates spawn points sort of in these like open tiles. Like not inside these little weird corner circles, but inside like the empty open tiles. Um, so there's like a set amount of spawn points based on the level depth or the level size, and so I mean, we don't really need to limit that. I guess no, that's fine. So like if I make a level with depth 1, 5 by 5 is fine. And let's just, I think I need that. So these guys should all have like a single, yeah, that guy has one gun. That guy has two. Is that really 5 by 5? Yeah, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, that's 5 by 5. I mean, I guess I can get down here. It doesn't seem to be like that guy has 2. That guy has 3. Let's just map. Let's comp. Power. No. No, that'll work. Every entity. See, look, they've got. Why is that? They got powers all across the board. Like those should all be 1. Let's just. Depth is 1. 1,560. Make level 1,560. Let's check this. Two, 4, 4, 1, 0. Oh, so that's just not working. Wait. should this be like above or equal to? That should be above or equal to. Oh, it's reversed. It's giving us things which aren't in the right power range. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're up to 1 GB. Keep an eye on that. There. Everybody's 1 except for the player, which is 5. Cool. That's very cool. Let's turn off the... So we need like some sort of like level progression, and I think maybe I can just write that out by hand. Do I have a data? So let's say we've got a level atom, which is what level we're on. And we've got like a level vector, which is going to have, so what do we need? We need a depth. So we'll start off with like, yeah, the depth and the size. Two and 3. Three and 4. 5 and 4. Like I don't want to just go up to crazy sizes. 8 and 5. 12. Like I really kind of doubt. Well, I guess 12 is a kind of a reasonable. I wish I saved that REPL history of like we have an 11, so 12 is probably up there. And then let's just say like anything goes 100, and let's bump this up to 7. Like that, no one's gonna play this that much. Okay. So in start, we want to let L be the level we're on, and depth and size we can destructure from, no, that's not, that's just game.data / levels with a not found of, let's just say like So make level depth, size, and I think we were saying like 60. Actually, let's just bump this up to like... I feel like that could actually... 200 of these guys would be pretty taxing on the computer. What the heck is going on here? Are there really that many spawn points? Also, this is just taking... It's taken a super long time to start a new level, and I think that's because it's like discarding so many enemies. Like if we what we got? 34, 27. Oh, that's just making a ton of stuff. Like that might not be really the strategy I should have done there, because it's just discarding so many guys. I don't know what these guys up here are. They each have a single weapon, so they were valid, but why are they in this weird position? Jesus. Oh, that's so good. That's beautiful. So these are all the discarded guys, because it's paused, so like the destroy hasn't run yet. These are all the. I mean, I feel like my spawn points are off somehow. Sorry, I just got to record this for posterity. This is too good. Okay. Like those. Yeah. So why are these guys spawning here? Spawn. Spawn. Hmm. Well, we need to limit the spawn points. That's for sure. These guys are almost like polite. They're like not trying to kill me too much. Like let's bump this up to 107 with like 30 enemies. Because these should all be good. Except for the ones that just have no weapon at all. It's always guys like right at like the 0.0. Well, okay, not always. They shouldn't be there though. It's like they're not getting placed or something. Like, who is this guy? What the heck? Like, look at this. What the? Count every entity. 31. So it's the right amount of enemies. There's just some that don't get placed. Let's check out the spawn points. $75 spawn points, so something's wrong with that. Like, let's map. Oh, not a count. No? Oh, because some spawn points aren't named. Let's try a little experiment. Okay, so do clone. Oh, I've got a special. Let's just clone something. Okay, these are all our spawn points. And they're all in just really great positions. Like, that's all perfect. So it's not bad spawn points, it's something else is messing these guys up. I wonder if they're colliding when I first clone them and then like they can't position very well after that. Like, where do we make these? So let's move. Let's give a position argument to this guy. Well, like that all looks above board. Oh, and then let's try something. No. Like, I think this might need. Let's add another arity to this. Oh, we already have another. What am I doing? Start type budget seed. Start type budget. You know what? I'm just gonna add this to the list of bugs. My suspicion is that because these things have like a lot of rigid bodies and like kinematic, I don't know, they have things going on that you need to like instantiate them with a positional argument. You can't instantiate them and then like position them right afterwards, because I know that does kind of mess some things up, like things with trail renderers, but I kind of don't have the energy to go in here and add like a position argument to this, because it already has like 3 arities for whatever reason. also I was sort of in the middle of something and I'm getting distracted. Yeah, I want to have this entity count thing as part of the this, because like we do want to kind of limit this. Count. Count. Okay, so now there's it's telling me there's 49 entities, which is not true. Why would it say that? Oh, what is swapped? Oh, because we need to store the count and we decrement it every time we kill something? Oh, but this is like not reliable, is it? Like I bet this is going to tell me it's still 9. Where is it getting that from? Oh, those must be like the rejects. Oh, jeez, this is getting like complicated. Okay, so I can't. I could just use the count of monsters. So let's. Zero out of 0. Oh, run doesn't actually make anything. even know at this point. Okay, 8 out of 8. And there's... Oh, it was decremented because the player is not a monster. Gotcha. Oh, no, no, no. I don't need to decrement to that. That's fine. There's 9 of them. There's 8 monsters. Okay. Weird. Something's really messed up with the shooting and the delta time. That I thought I fixed this, and it's delta. Oh, these guys are dead. Jesus. Okay, not 30. Why is that so slow though at 30? I thought I decoupled that from the update speed. Like 60? That is so messed up. Like, are these things sharing? Because it's when there's not a lot of stuff going on, it's super slow, which leads me to believe that like something. Yeah, no clue. It definitely happens, and I have no clue why it happens. Weird, it's like going up so slow. Why would it do that? Oh, this shouldn't be. What I shouldn't be casting this to int. I'm probably just like losing. That's why that's going on. Because like it's setting the value of timer to the value of timer plus like a delta value, which is probably pretty small, and then it's like casting that to int, so it's probably only going up if there's like some big, a slow frame enough to sort of pass that threshold. And then that's only was triggering like when there was a lot of stuff going on that was big enough to actually go up. But when I was running small levels, the updates were so fast that it never crossed that like 0.5 threshold. I would hope that's what's going on. Where is that? That might just be a problem with the timer in general. It's got an int value. Okay, so oof. And I don't want to just bother recompiling that, so let's see. Like, I guess let's just multiply that times like 100. Which would be 1,000 and 4,000. That's an interesting bug. There we go. So if I want to drop that down, I can say like 13,000. What time is it here? Yeah, 5:21. I mean, I guess I should be wrapping it down. Um, well, what we want, okay, we were so close to getting level progression to work. So what happens is, I don't really know what happens if you kill all the players. Like, there should be some sort of, I don't really know if there's no dedicated like update player, because we sort of design things to be like the player just gets like a sort of input routing or something where it's games at play. Well, okay, so this changes swapped, but I think, you know, like, we got a camera and a canvas update. Honestly, I can just do it inside the canvas update. So if like basically if you've killed everything, should be a win because we want to do a few things. You want to you want to increment the level, and then you want to what do we call this? Yeah, and start. Just start nil. Jeez. Just go away. Just go away. Maybe I should make this like a 5 guys. Okay, so let's swap. So let's reset swapped to be 0 out of 5 and pretend we killed all 5 of those guys. Cannot cast from source type to destination type. Why not? Oh, because this, yeah, come on. Okay, so now we should be on level 2. Let's actually draw that, show you what level you're on. got room for that. You know what? No. Undo. Level name. I don't know why that's not showing up. Oh, there we go. And oof, I'm running out of steam. Level set. Where's menu? So this is this menu. We want to reset level to 0. We should be good. Nope. Cool. I guess zero is sort of a zero index thing, so maybe just increment that. And then let's start off with let's like start off with like two enemies on a 4x4. Hmm. Oh, it's not registering the kills. Ruh-roh. Why isn't it doing that? It should be changing that. Why does it say 4 out? Oh, because it's just there's just like a lot of stuff going on. So maybe like just update zero decrement. You could just never rely. It's just anything that's like asking for things is going to give you these weird bugs. You can't ask for things named a certain thing. You can't ask for things tagged because your destroy is like deferred and everything gets all, you know, messed up. What happened there? Something. Okay. Some sort of race condition when you switch levels. Well, I gotta stop working on this right now for the rest of the day. But some stuff happened. There's a mini map, more or less. There's a fun new base, and there's like some reasonable levels to progress to with harder enemies and like more space and stuff. Yeah, this new base, that's a lot of fun to actually become. All right. Thanks for watching, y'all, and I'll probably be back next week.